Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. You just start with one, then two. Today is, speaking of two, January the 2nd, 2019. What a futuristic freaking year. Oh my God, doesn't it sound like we're in the future? We are. It's a great time to be alive. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. Strong hand offended by selling. Be a unique beast. Unconfiscatable. Holder of last resort. Okay, we're going to talk about all the big news really soon. Venture McTal sent $5 in the super chat. Thank you. But first, I want to thank Guy Bennett from yesterday. He sent $10 in the super chat, and I didn't see that he had sent it. And he said, buy some Bitcoin every payday. Rinse, repeat. He also said, just a shout out to Vention. Keep on keeping on. So like everything's getting interconnected here because Vention psychically knew that he was about to be mentioned. So he sent me $5. Oh, wow. Also yesterday, I forgot to thank Bar at the Bitcoin Embassy. Yes, his name is Bar. He set up this microphone thing for tomorrow. Tomorrow is January 3rd. It's Proof of Keys. It's the 10-year anniversary of Bitcoin. Huge party in Tel Aviv. Hopefully at this time tomorrow, you'll be seeing me at the party live streaming on this channel. Will we be able to talk about the news of the day there? Who knows? So today you're getting the news of the day. I want to read what Vention had to say because it pertains to what I'm going to talk about very soon. He sent $5. He said, there's no way the exchanges have all our Bitcoin. Anyone who understands short selling knows that they simply can't have it all. Not my problem, though. Ow, pound that like button. It shouldn't be any of our problems, actually, Vention. We should all control our own private keys. We shouldn't be keeping our Bitcoin on these exchanges. What are there? Like, there are a lot of exchanges on this planet. You better believe there are a few of them that aren't being very honest about what they really have. They took your Bitcoin and then they bought some Lamborghinis with it. And eventually they'll just run away to Eastern Europe or wherever they may choose to run away. There's some honest ones out there, but there's some not so honest ones also. And that's what Proof of Keys is about. So you don't have to worry about who's honest and who's not. You know you're honest. We're going to get to a rumor that's going on. And I encourage everyone to watch the This Week in Bitcoin show on Friday, where we talked about Proof of Keys. And I said, there not enough people are going to do this. It's not going to be a big enough threat that any exchange will actually, shut down withdrawals. We'll get to a story. There's an exchange that has shut down withdrawals, apparently. Now, it might just be a coincidence. But anyway, I was... maybe this thing is bigger than I thought it was going to be. And that would be great if this ends up bigger than I predicted on This Week of Bitcoin show. We had a great show on Friday, and the Beyond Bitcoin show was on Thursday. DisruptMeister.com. Check it all out. So let's start with this tweet from Zigamon. He actually, I just discovered this dude. He's pretty cool. For Bitcoin's birthday tomorrow, I wish for crypto Twitter to look outside. Outside, Bitcoin has massive mind share. None of the other concepts we discuss here come close. Google Trends is a good tool for gauging outside interest. It's really high time more industry folk proactively drop this crypto industry facade. Indeed, many summers ago, I got blocked by Pierre Rochard because I suggested that it was an okay idea to say cryptocurrency to make Bitcoin more palatable. He was right. This community made a huge mistake allowing other stuff to sneak in under the same umbrella. So we're all guilty of this to a certain level. We say we're in the crypto space, the crypto ecosystem, the crypto this, the crypto that. And so what we've done is we've opened the door for all these ridiculous altcoins, ICOs to have legitimate claims to say, well, we're just another crypto and Bitcoin's just another crypto. So we're equal to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is bigger than crypto. What this dude is trying to say, and what I have seen traveling all around the world, people know, they've heard of Bitcoin. They haven't necessarily heard of cryptocurrency, and they definitely haven't heard of your fifth tier altcoin. A few of them have heard of Ethereum, and maybe a few more have heard of Litecoin or something like that. Okay. It doesn't even compare. I mean, again, and I've said this so many times, this story, and you're probably tired of hearing this story, the Hong Kong story. When someone asked me at a meetup, at a Bitcoin meetup, how do I get the Litecoin version of Bitcoin? Which what he meant to say was, how do I get that cryptocurrency called Litecoin? But he had no idea. He had no idea. Bitcoin was the same thing as cryptocurrency. And Bitcoin is bigger than crypto on the Google searches, way bigger than crypto. So, I mean, you can call the space whatever you want to. Maybe I'm going to try to say the Bitcoin space a little bit more than I usually do. Instead of saying cryptocurrencies, I'll just say Bitcoin. There's a lot of people that are becoming more. It seems like, at least in December, there was this move by all sorts of people to go back to the roots. Just keep it simple with Bitcoin. Bitcoin Magazine's going back to Bitcoin only. Francis is doing Bull Bitcoin, where he's only focusing on Bitcoin. Maybe that's something we all can do. But this Zigamon has a big Twitter thread about this subject matter. So I thought you might be interested in that. And yeah, keep it Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not the same as all the others. It's not the same. And to create a situation where you're you're not purposefully, but you're saying that, hey, no, Bitcoin's just another crypto. It's not. It's beyond it. No, they're not the same. It may be a cryptocurrency. It may be, but it is the what is it? The predator, the apex predator. And thus we should just say the Bitcoin space. Now, you can say what you want to do. You can say whatever, but I'm all, you guys know me. I'm always pointing out that Bitcoin is way beyond the others. One Bitcoin, value your wealth in Bitcoin. All right. Pound that like button, everyone. So again, tomorrow is the big party. I wanted to clarify one other thing. So yesterday I was wearing this. It's called the Honey Bat. What's the official name of the party in Tel Aviv? The Honey Badger party. So yeah, that's a honey badger. Can you guys see the honey badger? I've got everything. I can't even see what I'm showing. And then there's the back of it. So yeah, there's going to be 1,000 people there tomorrow. But I did want to show this because they were so nice. So I guess maybe some people will be dressed up like honey badger. I heard some people are going to, some people are going to have costumes. And then there are probably people wondering, well, Adam, you got a t-shirt that says a bunch of different altcoins on it. But look what's at the top. And someone gave me this for free. The great, and it's a cool looking shirt anyway. It says Bitcoin. I only wear Bitcoin shirts. Cryptograffiti made this shirt for me. Check out, I think he's linked it below. There used to be a Meister discount code over there. Okay, so again, live streaming there tomorrow. This was a honey badger on my shirt yesterday. It wasn't just a random. No, I said yesterday, gave me this at the Bitcoin Embassy, and thank you, Bitcoin Embassy. Sarah handed me this actually. All right. And hopefully we'll interview Sarah tomorrow. Sarah she spoke in Asia, like at a Women of Crypto, a Women of Bitcoin. Who knows what they called it. She's a very smart person. There's a lot of smart people at this Bitcoin Embassy, and anyone is welcome. Anyone's welcome to hang out when you're in Tel Aviv. Come on a Sunday night. And they actually, on Wednesday night, which is tonight, there's something called a Toy Factory, where they have a Bitcoin hangout too, which I haven't been able to attend yet. And I'm very busy, so I've already missed it. Or they're hanging there now. Oh, this is a good one from Matt Odell. This is part of my 2019 names, because I say that in my title, something about 2019 names. There's only so much you can put in the title. YouTube limits. My titles, by the way, are the most. If you want to do clickbait type titles to attract 80%ers, you want to do the opposite of my titles. Trust me. I like go out of my way, like, not to do clickbait stuff. Some of my stuff from the old days, I was probably doing it. I didn't even know I was doing it back then. But like now, I've like become so hardcore. Do what you want to do. I probably shouldn't be like that anti-clickbait hardcore where I'm making my titles like boring. They are boring titles, but I think people should be interested. I just say what's in what's in the freaking videos. I don't try to like make them put huge numbers like $10 million Bitcoin. I mean, that's the biggest clickbait you can do. All right. So going to Matt Odell's tweet, top Bitcoin educators of 2019 will be payment processors, banks, platforms, and governments. Every time they exert their control, they advertise the value proposition of Bitcoin to a whole new group of people. Having your livelihood threatened is the ultimate source of motivation. I'll repeat that last line. Having your livelihood threatened is the ultimate source of motivation. So again, Jordan Peterson and Dave Rubin, all those dudes, your livelihoods are being threatened. You should be motivated. We're going to get to them in a second, actually. I talked about that at length yesterday, so I'm not going to talk about it a lot as much today. But I do link to the video where Jordan Peterson implies that they're getting closer to adopting Bitcoin, hopefully. All right, I just lost my. Okay. One thing, Jordan Peterson does have a Bitcoin address already. He's already raised over 1 Bitcoin through like 300 donations, and that's only since the last week in December. I linked to his Bitcoin address below, so you can check it out yourself. Stop and Decrypt has a. Do you smell what the Meister is cooking? All right, I had to do that with the mic. Isn't that what The Rock used to do? Woo! It's what Ric Flair used to do. All right. So I actually watched some. Anyway, some weird things come up on YouTube. Or actually, I searched out one wrestling thing, and then a bunch of other wrestling things come up. Classic stuff you can find on there. Diesel and Razor and all that stuff. All right. Okay. Sorry. We shouldn't. That's for the Saturday show. Beyond Bitcoin is professional wrestling. You could learn a lot. We talked about that on Thursday on the Beyond Bitcoin show, professional wrestling. You check it out. All right. So what was it? Stop and Decrypt said Jordan. Jordan Peterson. He gives like the 27-second clip from the video that I'm talking about with Jordan Peterson in it, where he says credit cards decide what is morally acceptable. He's shocked by that credit cards are going to decide what is morally acceptable. And if you're not morally acceptable, you won't be able to use them anymore. You check that's linked to below. And it's a pretty powerful clip, actually. We already know that credit cards and all sorts of other central authorities, the ones that at Odell actually listed as the biggest educators of 2019. Let's go. Payment processors, banks, platforms, and governments. Yeah, they decide what is morally acceptable, and they can cut you if they want to. Don't be shocked. Bitcoin doesn't decide what's morally acceptable. It's all acceptable with Bitcoin. All right, and again, I'm doing my part. You can retweet my tweet. It's linked to below. Retweet Stop and Decrypt's tweet also. That was good. I retweeted it. All right, so January 3rd is proof of keys. We're going to get into that in a second. I thought, I'm talking about retweeting things to Jordan Peterson and to Dave Rubin. We should have a day. I think proof of keys is a great idea where we all make sure we don't have our Bitcoin on exchanges. But it would also be nice if there's like the Bitcoin reach out day where we all go on Twitter, social media, and we mention various big time people who are about to be censored or who have already been censored and encourage them to get on the Bitcoin train, to go all Bitcoin. Okay. Go all in on Bitcoin. Various content producers out there. So I don't know, Bitcoin marketing day. What day could that be? I don't know. That should be like on a Black Friday, instead of being this like hyper consumerism type of person, do something productive and get more people to get on Bitcoin to save. Yeah, there we go. Who knows? All right. But yeah, so let's go to, because we reach out to Ben Shapiro, reach out to whoever you want to reach out to people that you totally disagree with what they have to say, but they're big names. They'll be censored also. You if you're a conservative person, reach out to liberal. It would be great if some wacky liberal blue-haired lady adopted Bitcoin. That would be great. That would get a lot of more. Maybe they would turn them into savers. That your worst enemy can use Bitcoin. That's the point. No one. It's uncensorable. No one can stop another person from using it. Unconfiscatable also when you do the proper proof of keys type of thing here. So Cointelegraph has a story. HitBTC freezes accounts and it's in the spotlight as Trace Mayer claims foul play. So Trace says, why is HitBTC freezing Bitcoin accounts? Now, the article points out they've done this before. Now, I don't want to. HitBTC is a big exchange. So that's a pretty big accusation that they're doing this because of proof of keys, that they're closing people's withdrawals because of this, because they think too many people are withdrawing. I just doubt that's the reason. If too many people are withdrawing from HitBTC, then this is like a mad success. And we're going to know real soon about a lot of exchanges, okay? Because if HitBTC is fearing this, and you see, that's why I don't think HitBTC is, I think it's a coincidence. Because smaller exchanges would also freeze withdrawals at this point, at the point we're at now, if so many people were taking out. I don't think, we live in a little bubble here. We all know who Trace Mayer is. There are a lot of people who don't know who Trace Mayer is. I mean, there was someone who commented on one of my Simon Dixon videos the other day and had no clue who Simon Dixon was. No clue at all. Like, this guy's pretty smart. I'm like, yeah. Yes, he is. And that's fine. The guy was kind of, I'm poking at this guy a little bit because he was obnoxious. The guy was he said some obnoxious things also in the commentary. So if you don't know who Simon Dixon is, that's totally cool. If you're an obnoxious prick and you don't know who Simon Dixon is, then, whatever. Just personal responsibility is a new counterculture. Too bad you didn't find out about Simon a long time ago, you obnoxious okay, so where was I here? Yeah. So if there's really people mass withdrawing now, it's going to be a hexscape tomorrow or on January 4th. Okay, if we've got so many people withdrawing that there's a major exchange fearing that, then some small exchanges are going to be like gone on January 4th. That's why I don't think that is occurring right now. Okay. I wanted to announce that This Week in Bitcoin is already planned. It will be on Friday. No, I will not have a hangover because I don't drink at the parties, but I guess a lot of people will. Hopefully everyone's just having a blast on the night of January 3rd, but the morning of January 4th, 8 a.m. Eastern time. That's 1 p.m. in London, 8 a.m. Eastern time in New York, 1 p.m. London time, 3 p.m. in Israel, where I am, on Friday morning. This Week in Bitcoin. Maximo will be joining us to give us an update from Venezuela. And the great Murad is also going to be on. And I'm working on the third person here. But those two alone, if it's only those two, you guys know that's going to be really awesome. Because Murad is, the first time I had Murad on the show, when was it feels like it was 6 months ago. I don't know. It's probably a shorter time. Not many people had heard of Murad at that point. Since that time, and I was one of the first people to like pick him out as like, this guy is good. He has made some big waves on Bitcoin Twitter or in the Bitcoin world. He really is a great guy and really a nice guy too. And he's excited. He wants to ask Maximo questions about Venezuela. So it should be a good interaction. Maximo, Murad, Meister, 8 a.m. Eastern time. On Friday morning, and that's 1 p.m. in London. So yeah, New Yorkers, you'll be able to watch it. East Coast people, and even Chicago, you'll be able to watch. So yeah, I'm working on that third person now. Here's a classic comment that was left under a. I commented. Where did I comment this? This might have been under a Jordan Peterson video where I said use Bitcoin or something like that, or maybe who knows. On certain popular videos that mention Bitcoin, that are done by people that have nothing to do with Bitcoin, I leave comments and then someone responds to my comments. I don't want to invest $1,000 in Bitcoin, then lose $500 the next month because it goes down. You need stability. Dude, you need long-term thinking and deferral of gratification. If you're worried about what any asset is going to be worth the next month in fiat, then you're not going to do very well in life. Okay. You don't buy something based on what it's going to be worth the next month. You defer gratification. You buy something, you make an investment based on long-term thinking on what this is going to be worth in 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, at least a year, dude, next month. Come on. So yeah, you need stability. No, you need deferral of gratification. The great Tony Traveler. Wow, this guy, thanks for the support, brother. He just sent $20 in the super chat. He says strong hands. Yeah, and Tony, you're absolutely right. The person, whoever this dude was that was commenting, that's talking about he doesn't have strong hands. The guy would see, he'd buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. It goes down to $500 the next week and next month, and he would sell. It would be a weak hand, and then it would be worth $10,000 in a year. So I mean, anyway, we know to value our wealth in Bitcoin and to have strong hands. You know, we're in 2019 now. Look, we made it through 2018, guys, with our strong hands, with the same amount of Bitcoin as we had before, or more Bitcoin than we had before. So yeah, that's just the classic type of comment you hear out there. Oh, the price the price changes too fast. I need stability. Think long term. Learn about the 2020 halving. Here. The Tone Vase had, and this is another, when I referred to 2019 names, I was also talking about this. Tone Vase has a tweet out there. It says, what actually says crypto influencers for 2019. How about this, Tone? Bitcoin influencers for 2019. He says, forget 2018. Here's my Bitcoin influencers of 2019. And I agree with most of these. I'm going to read out his 10. And and by the way, if Jordan Peterson goes full Bitcoin, then he will be on this list. Or like it'll be intellectual dark web people. If they all go together as a group, it'll be one of the top 10 stories, at least. We're talking about individuals, but we'll pick an individual out of that group if they actually go full Bitcoin. But hey, for now they're not, but maybe someone will. I hope someone will. That would be a great story. So number 10, Tone list as a Bitcoin influencer for this coming year, King of the Trolls. And people are, what? Isn't he dead? Isn't he gone? Isn't that coin dead? And this is the point. And Tone doesn't like that dude at all. But he lists him, and I agree with that. I think that's that dude's not going away. King of the Trolls isn't going away. Bcash isn't going away. They will still do things that, unfortunately, because of people that don't understand the difference between Bcash and Bitcoin, it'll seep into the Bitcoin world and it'll have influence. He has influence. He does have influence. He'll still remain influential. He's persuasive. He can convince all sorts of newbies. It's just something we have to deal with. This is where the big boys play. If you think he's just going to go away, then you're not a big boy. He's not just going to go away. We got to deal with him. There are all sorts of threats that are bigger than him. He's not even a threat all the time. King of the Trolls. But yeah, there are always going to be threats in Bitcoin, people. That's why this is where the big boys play. And that's why you got to have a strong hand, because sometimes the weak hands will panic. And in terms of fiat, the price will go down. All right. Who else does he list here? Backed. Yeah, of course. Backed. Square. That's a pretty good one. Bitcoin analysts. Tor Demeester and Nick Carter. Yeah, they're important. I don't know if they're like in the top 10, but he means Bitcoin analyst as a whole. Yeah, they're important. Jimmy Sung. Yeah, he's important. Yeah, he's good. Andreas Antonopoulos, obviously. Safadine. Yeah, he might have had his peak in 2018. He'll probably still sell his book in 20. Who knows if he'll be, that really was a big trend this summer. Safadine, man, that was a huge trend. Can he repeat in 2019? To each his own. Good luck to him. He's a good person for Bitcoin. I hope he does well. SEC news. Yeah, that'll be big. Lightning Devs at number 2. Yep. And then at number 1, what's he got here? Bitcoin Core devs, Blockstream, and Chain Code Labs. Okay, yeah, those are all good top 10 influencers. They'll all have some say, some bigger than others. I don't think all are in the top 10 there. Hey, look, BTC Sessions is in the chat. He says Happy New Year. Hey, maybe BTC Sessions is one of the top 10 influencers in freaking Canada, baby. Pound that like button for BTC Sessions. Maybe in the world. Maybe he'll be on that list. I don't know what's going to happen. Calgary. Oh man, man, how cold is it in Calgary right now, dude? Oh God, Alberta, you Albertans. I can't take that cold. All right, so what else? Yeah, there's really not. Oh yeah, there is one more thing I had to say here. What's this? Breaker Mag is hiring people. Now, I don't agree with Breaker Mag all the time. They had an obnoxious story recently, but it says, attention tax savvy or tech curious college/grad students. Breaker Mag is hiring a paid intern in New York City. Details below. That is linked to below. So for all you youngins that say, I can't get a job, click below. And I see Johnny Turbo says it's only -10 in Ottawa. Yeah, have fun up there, dudes. Again, I will visit Canada again. It will be in the summertime. I've said this many times. I love it up there. I think it's great during the summer. I don't think I will ever go there in any part of Canada during the winter. I just don't think I will. I don't know. Okay. Okay, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow at the party, and everybody have fun at your parties. It's 10 years goes by fast. It's been a great 10 years. It'll be even a better next 10 years. I'm sure of it. Pound that like button, bang that bell button, click on those squares there. What have I even look like during this video? I haven't seen myself. Okay, that's acceptable. Whatever. Yeah. All right. So you'll get this microphone action tomorrow. Oh yeah, Mean Gene Okerlund died today. That's why I looked up wrestling stuff. So yeah, he used the microphone. You Google Mean Gene Okerlund, and you can see some great interviews through the years he did with Hulk Hogan, Macho, all sorts of people. He was a very entertaining person. And again, don't waste your time on entertainment too much. But get a smile on your face this day, since a very interesting figure in entertainment did pass away. All right, that is it. See you at the party tomorrow. It should be awesome. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister. Subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the chat right now. Bye-bye.